What's up, guys? This is Showtime's Fight Forum. I'm your boy, Showtime. Thank you guys for watching me. Please make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and all that good stuff. Today is going to be a recap of UFC Las Vegas, which starred Corey Sandhagen fighting TJ Dillashaw. TJ Dillashaw's big return after a 2-year layoff. Psych, a 2-year suspension because he failed the drug test. And that fight was phenomenal. That whole card actually was phenomenal. I love that card. I actually watched it again literally the entire card the next day because it was just so good. So many good fights. There were some weird judging going on that whole night. And then also that's going to feed into, obviously, the big point, which was Corey Sandhagen fighting TJ Dillashaw. That scorecard was, I ain't going to say it was bad because, it was very interesting, though. The Macy Barber fight, though, Macy Barber versus Maverick, that was terrible. No way in hell did Macy Barber win that fight. I thought Maverick controlled the fight. I thought she was the aggressor. I thought she landed the better blows the first 2 rounds. And not to mention the second round at the end, she literally took her back and then landed some very heavy shots. Macy Barber had one good round. That was it. Now, I will say with that, I was having an argument actually on Twitter Spaces with Kairos, who has a very big following in MMA Twitter and on Twitter, and he's a very intelligent guy. He's really good. I think he's funny. I love his work. But man, I just didn't really like his take, which he was saying, MMA fighters you can't expect them to go hard every single round, not take rounds off, this, that, and the third. And I just really disagree. In a 5-round fight, I might agree with him more, but in a 3-round fight, you are a professional. At the end of the day, you have to be able to keep the pace that you're going. You can't take rounds off, especially the last round. I feel like with any fight, it don't matter if it's boxing, kickboxing, anything. When it comes to the last round, that should be the round that you always want to take because you don't know how these judges are going. Not to mention that there was fights before that had weird judging. So you should already know in your head, hey, at the end of the day, you can't guarantee finishes. I'm never that type of person like Dana White that would say, you need to finish the fight. Don't leave it to the judges. When you fight good people, you're not going to be able to finish them every single time. That's unrealistic. But what is realistic is your cardio. You taking rounds off. That's realistic. You can't handle that. I've seen plenty of fighters I'm going to say not get tired, but not take rounds off. So, especially a 3-round fight, bro. I'm sorry. That's bare minimum. It's not a championship fight. So, Maverick, at the end of the day, you should have been better in the last round. Now, you still won. You definitely didn't lose, and that was on the judges. But at the same time, you look very bad in the 3rd round. You like you were dying a little bit. You was going a little slow. Now, that goes into the main event. Corey versus TJ. First and foremost, my first observation when I first saw the fight, first couple of rounds, was TJ looks a little slow. TJ looks a little rusty. I don't really see the footwork like I used to see out of TJ. He also was headhunting a lot, throwing a lot of big blows, not setting his punches up, just throwing heavy shots. I was like, this isn't TJ. What's going on? Is he older? Is he washed? And then at one point I was like, is he tired? EPO helps with cardio. It looks like he needs it. But I have to say, throughout the fight, though, I started to get his game plan. He didn't want to use the footwork because I do believe that he knew Corey has the reach advantage, and also he had the better footwork. And him trying to use his footwork and trying to pick him apart on the outside was literally going to set him up for failure. And his best case of victory was to get in range and to throw heavy shots because the guy is longer and he has better footwork. And close the distance and land my shots. Try to wrestle. That was a good game plan. And I do believe stylistically that was just a very tough fight for TJ, especially coming back after a 2-year suspension. TJ looked good. Did he look rusty? Absolutely. Did TJ win? In my opinion, no. I thought TJ lost. I thought the fight was 3-2. I gave TJ the first round. I thought the first round he landed some really good shots. He definitely dominated with this takedown and being his top game. Corey did do good with the submission attempts, but at the end of the day, you were on your back a good portion of it. He also landed. You went for a heel hook and then ate a lot of shots after that. And then the second round, we already know Corey demolished him. I thought the fight might have been over in the next round because TJ was getting lit up, and then he got dropped. But then the 3rd round came back. TJ is a champion, and this is why I never would discredit him, even though he got caught, taking drugs. He is a champion, bro. When you lose a round and you get dropped and you get a cut in your eye, You find out who you really are the next round. If you survive, it's either are you going to fold or are you going to come back even harder. TJ came back and he won that third round. He was aggressive. Them leg kicks started to eat Corey up. And then Corey started to do really, really dumb stuff. And he know he's beat himself with some of the things he was doing, spinning kicks, going for the Granbies that was so unnecessary. Like, he kept giving his back and then having TJ go run him into the cage and he can land knees and then take over with his octagon time. I just didn't. It wasn't a really smart game plan, especially when it came to the third round. The fourth round is the swing round, in my opinion. That's the round where it really decided who was going to win that fight, because I think the fifth round was clearly Corey, even though a judge did give TJ the fifth round, but that was just ass. That was terrible. The fourth round was the closest round, in my opinion, between the two, and that's what decided the winner. And I still gave it to Corey because I thought he landed the better shots. I thought TJ missed a lot. I thought TJ was just the aggressor. Now, if you want to, favor octagon control and pressure more than actual damage and landing shots, then okay, cool. Then TJ won. But I just gave it over Corey. But that's by barely. It's not by a lot. It's not like I'm saying he easily won that round. I don't think it was that easy, like some people are trying to say. Now, obviously, like I said before, the judges gave the fight to TJ. I'm not angry at that. Some people are angry. Some people call it a robbery. I'm not one of those people. I get it. I get why you say TJ won. He was the aggressor for most of that fight. He had the octagon control. He was the one pressuring. He did land good shots. I don't want people to act like he didn't do no damage. He definitely did damage. Corey can say he didn't do damage. I call BS. He looked like he was limping. He looked like he was hurt with those leg kicks. And the pace was kind of getting to him in certain rounds where it looked like Corey was tired and he didn't throw anything because he was too tired to. And like I said, I personally thought Corey won, but I'm okay with TJ getting the nod. What's next for both? Corey, unfortunately, man, you got to go back down the line. You got to look for another fight, man. I don't know if that's going to be fighting a person like Jose or maybe fighting Frankie or somebody like that to get, back in the win column. But at the end of the day, it was a very great showing. And I don't think that puts him too far away from getting a title shot. But I do think he's probably 2 fights away now after losing to TJ. TJ, title shot, man. Whoever wins between Peter and Aljo, and most people assume it's going to be Jan, then it should obviously be TJ versus Jan. And you want to talk about fireworks? Fireworks. I am so excited for that, and I cannot wait to see that. But once again, I want to hear what you guys think, man. Tell me what you think. Is it a robbery? What am I wrong on? What do you think I'm wrong at? Because I don't think I'm wrong with anything I said. Also, does TJ deserve a title shot next? And do you think he's better, worse? I don't know. We'll see. But, of course, comment. Thank you guys for watching. This is Showtime Fight Form. You guys be blessed.